And a very good morning all the way from the Gandia Palace in Spain. Our first match for today is in the Predator WPA Junior World 10 Ball Championships. And I think we're up for a great match to start off the day, as we have from the USA, Logan. He will be taking on a very high profile from Germany, Felix. Will be a good match, and in the commentary booth for this one is my good friend Mark White, together with myself, Tim de Ruiter. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Tim de Ruiter. I'm still practicing. I've been doing the practice, Tim, since the last event. I still can't get it. I think I'm just going to call you Tim, if that's okay.
Yeah, Tim should work.
So yeah, you said high profile. He certainly is. Felix Vogel, the Birdman, plays in lots of big tournaments. He's been playing it and mixing it with the big men. I remember seeing him play in Florida. He played excellent in that tournament. I think he got quite deep in it as well. So big talent, just not on the junior circuit, but on the men's circuit as well.
Well, we are playing a race to 7, alternating the break, no break box, no sets for the juniors, so it's a straight set, and the first opportunity goes to Logan. Has the shape on the one.
Tall lad, Tim.
Well, I never have been that tall. And also not when I was his age.
If it hasn't happened by now, mate, I think you're just going to have to put up with what you've got.
Yeah, I assume so. Let's see. Could play for a 3-7 combination, but very missable if you don't land straight on it, though. Oh, this tells me that 3 does go to the bottom right. Nice shot. Strong opening shot, if you imagine. First rack. The nerves must be out of the roof at the moment. I mean, I've never seen him play before. Might be his first World Junior Championships. So first round match, playing Felix Vogel on the TV table. Imagine the nerves.
Yeah, he's playing like he hasn't got any, isn't he? 2 really good shots there. The position on the 3 was exquisite.
Well, definitely one thing I like about juniors that play pool, and well, that has a side category because in the US they play rather fast. I like the pace around the table. Not all the juniors are like this, but especially if you think about all the American juniors, they all have some pace around the table, still trying to leave the cue ball in good spots, still trying to set them up nicely, technique-wise.
Yeah, I think his pace around the table signifies confidence, Tim. He's looking very solid at the moment. This is a little bit of a tester. Doesn't want to overhit this. So he's got to roll it slightly. No problem. Good angles, Tim. Every shot he's had a good angle on a ball, which is half the battle, isn't it?
Yeah, and also the shot clock is on. 30 seconds per shot, 1 extension per rack. Cue ball's gonna run a little further.
Oh, right in the last shot. Last positional wise shot, I mean. Does go to both corners.
Yeah, I gotta say, probably the position where we expected no mistakes at all. I mean, from the 8 to the 9, plenty of space to leave the cue ball. This is a tough shot. I mean, you're always gonna get something on the 10, but easily missed this kind of cut.
Never
He has
easy when
missed
you're
it. And
close
look
to
at the
it.
cue ball.
Oh. Yeah, that's frustrating. Done all that great work from a great position to get on the 3 ball. 3 to the 4 was perfect. Everything was perfect right up until the 8 to the 9. What a shame.
Yeah, so technically a gift for Felix. That 9 to 10 was very natural with the ball in hand, of course. So the opening rack going to Felix. As I mentioned, it is alternate break, so Logan will definitely get some opportunities to make things right for that scratch.
Felix is I just love the way he plays the game. Always a smile on his face. Never looks under pressure. Just seems to be having fun out there all the time. And that's a great quality to have as well. Plenty of other games going on at the moment, guys, and we'll keep you up to date with the scores as they start. Early days yet, of course, so we'll leave it a little while, but if you can't wait, ProBilliardSeries.com, you can find all the information you need on all the tournaments going on at the moment. There's 4 of them in progress. All the brackets, prize money and all that good stuff, all available. ProBilliardSeries.com.
Well, quite a bit of cut on the break. That was not a solid hit onto the 1. Long shot for Felix though on the 1 ball. Not a gimme at all, and especially with the 2 ball being pretty much locked up. Not much future to get.
Just looking at that break from where he broke from, Tim, that's exactly where Wojtek Szewczyk was breaking from last night, and he was absolutely blasting them. And I was commentating with Eric Hallofsson, and Eric said he was hitting them over 30 miles an hour. He was absolutely crushing the break and making balls as well. I said at the time that I've not seen anyone break harder, not even Van Boning or Gorst at 10 ball. Not recently anyway. Of course they usually play with a template. This is a hand rack we're using, so of course I realise that's a difference. But he played brilliant last night, Szewczyk, with his partner Chowcha Yu.
Yeah, nice shot from Felix, bringing the cue ball underneath the 2-8-10. Pretty makeable jump for Logan, but what is he gonna get on the 2?
Yeah, pretty much the same for Felix here, even though the 1's on, it's a little bit straight. I think it's one he has to take on though and play safe, because, well, maybe he does own an angle.
Yeah, the only thing I'm trying to find out in the protocol, which I'm just a little bit hesitating on, is the fact whether the early 10 balls are allowed in the junior event, yes or no, as it is WPA rules, and in the WPA official rules, the early 10s do not count. Oh, try to move the cue ball all the way over.
It is a world championship, Tim, isn't it? So it will be WPA rules, and of course 10 balls aren't allowed. I just checked as well, as you were saying there. So no early 10s. Pro Billiard Series do have them. All the other tournaments we're playing are early 10s, but not this one. It's a world title, remember. Oh, this is nice. This is beautiful. Get out of that, he says.
Might have the left long rail, but you gotta elevate with left. Curve the cue ball back behind the two, but difficult hit. And I could see a little bit of disbelief on him, on his face, shaking his head. Has to try and stay in a, well, I'm not gonna say happy mood, positive mood, but shaking the head early is dangerous.
Yeah, he was actually shaking his head a lot when he missed that jump shot as well, which I found quite strange. Yeah, new cloth, the spin not grabbing. Not sure how many times, Tim, that he's played on these kind of conditions, Logan. But it's very, very different, isn't it, to your table that you practice on in your pool room back home.
Yeah, and with ball in hand, this layout, not the most difficult one if you look at it. Just gotta play a decent shape from 2 to the 3, which maybe he goes to the center of the table. Then the cut to go automatically up from 3 to 4. Five is next to it. 6 connecting the dots with the 7. Caught the 3 ball a bit thicker, so a bit more angle on the 4 ball. Sure, you can bring the cue ball 2 rails to the center of the table, but would have probably liked to be a bit closer to the 4.
Yeah, Felix actually played in the World Championship doubles, didn't he, with Joshua Villa? That's pretty good.
Yeah, he has definitely been gathering a lot of experience in the last, let's say, year since he's played the World Junior Championships last year. Played many big tournaments. Is playing the highest league in Germany. Played the world doubles with Joshua Filler. I mean, I would say those are very, very important experiences for, well, for him to experience at such a young age.
Just overhitting slightly at the moment. Still okay, can draw to the side rail. The arena looking first class once again. I'm loving the blue for the juniors. I wonder will they go pink, Tim, for the girls?
I have a feeling they might.
I have a feeling they might as well, especially as it's Cancer Awareness Month. I know Predator have been heavily involved in the pink cues and stuff like that, promoting cancer awareness. So it wouldn't surprise me. Something to look forward to when the girls begin. I'm all excited now.
Yeah, good safety from Felix. And then the run out doubles the lead for him. Now in the alternate break format, maybe a little bit more difficult to make a comeback. So Logan has to hope for a mistake here and there on Felix's own break.
Yeah, Felix to break the next one. Oh no, it's Logan to break, isn't it? I beg your pardon. Did Logan start or did Felix? No, Felix started, didn't he?
No, I think Felix breaks.
Yeah.
We got so used to the winner break format that we cannot remember the alternate break. Oh, nice square hit. He makes one. What's the 4 gonna do? Oh, it moved just out of its way to give him a shot on the 1. This is runnable. Needs a bit of work on the 3 ball, but 3-8 combination. If you get a shot on the 3, this is a very good chance to extend this lead to 3-0.
I don't know whether you've noticed this, Tim, on any games that you've been commentating on. We haven't really done that many matches together yet. But that corner ball has been going straight in this bottom left-hand corner quite a lot this week. Have you noticed that?
Yes, but it's kinda... It also depends on how people have been hitting them. Like Felix was breaking with the cue ball moved a little bit more inwards. So not exactly from the side rail. And then he hit him square. And I think there was a slight bit of spin on the ball. So I think it has to do with a combination of how full, what angle it's coming in, and what kind of impact, bit of spin. But I have seen it before this week.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed it quite a bit. Eric Hallison pointed it out to me. It was going in a lot when they were breaking from a certain place. Not quite from the side and not quite from the centre, kind of a little bit out from the side.
Well, it might be a trick. I mean, if they recognize that it's happening, definitely the next break I'm gonna try and make the same ball. If it works, could have something stable.
Is this a just in case call, Tim, or is he going all in for this, you think?
Well, I think it's like a two-way shot. He makes it look like a hanger, but he knew the 7-10 or the 5 was most likely going to be in between. Now in this case, he has not moved the 8 out of the way. So a little bit more work on the 7 ball. As you can see, doesn't matter if it goes to the bottom right, yes or no. For us, I would say it does go, but he has the real life look at it.
I think he's decided it does.
Oh, doesn't want to fall straight. I think he might be just okay to leave him to the right center, but a bit surprised. Overran by like half a diamond.
Oh, lovely little tickle there on the 8. May draw into the 10 here, Tim.
Yeah, I like that. Not just to make a solid strike on the cue ball, but also to push the 10 over the corner. He played it forward, could have stopped the ball. I think maybe a slight bit of preference. But now he's got 2 hangers. 3-0 on the board, and this is going to put a lot of pressure on Logan's break.
Yeah, didn't break the balls too well, did he, in the first, on his first break that he had. Let's just give you a few scores from around the room. Marcus Scheidner is 1-1 with Emmanuel Estrada. Ivan Rudenko is 2-0 up against Jakubus Silantievus. Eddie Vonderu 2-0 down to Ao Kanazawa. I'm being tested here, Tim, with my pronunciation, I can tell you. Andy Pizzotos 3-0 up against Kim. Hamad Al-Malesh is 3-0 down to Blake Bernard from New Zealand. I remember seeing him play before. Lenny Oresto is 1-1 with Walter Laikre. Laikre, of course, big favourite for this tournament as well, Tim. And Attila Seaman 2-1 up against Spaniard Felipe Gonzalez Gomez. Breaking off the rail at Tim. Bridging on the rail.
Well, looking to crush the break. Nice square hit. Needs something to go. And things are gonna be going real fast if he's gonna have dry breaks. And look at the 1 and the 2. Sure, the 3 is locked up with the 7, but it gives Felix the opportunity to bring the cue ball to the bottom, play safety behind the 7, and from there he's a huge favorite.
You don't have to win the rack in one visit, do you? A little bit off on that one, that's why the cue ball's gone where it has. He caught that very thin. It's going to need the bridge, I think.
Yeah, definitely wanted to have the cue ball over to the left long rail. So he's still going to force the cue ball. Oh, what has he planned? Maybe the kick and stick? Even though the room in between the rail and the 3 ball is not much.
Yeah, you can play it with some right hand spin as well to check the cue ball off the rail. I'd love to send the 3 ball up to the other end, hold the cue ball behind the 7, but he also won't mind if the 3 goes in. He's called the corner, bottom right. He could well have a shot on the 4 here, Tim, as well. I'm not sure he can get behind the 3 enough, can he?
Oh,
Now
it's a
then,
bit firm.
chance.
Now, might be able to still change the line of the cue ball, but the scratch to the side is on pretty big. Could also decide to pocket the 3 ball, leave the cue ball to the top side of the 4, and play a safety roll up on the 7-6. Stay in control, get another ball in hand, or get ball in hand, and then run out.
Oh, didn't want that. Surprised
Might
you
have
played
been.
it so hard, Tim.
Well, he might have been trying to nudge the 4 off the rail. Just felt like didn't want to cope with the scratch. I don't mind taking the risk into the 4, but indeed a bit pacey. Oh, and he's ran out of time.
Did he hit a rail?
Yeah, I think it was the shot itself was fine, but he's now
Well, he's certainly looking
Something.
uneasy about something. Still looking that way, still frustrated. Seems quite an emotional person to me, Tim. What about you?
Yeah, well, I don't think I really have the... I should not say much, as I'm quite emotional too. But I recognize this at the younger age. It's so difficult because besides just everything happening on the pool table, everything is making a very big impression on themselves too. And, well, they don't really know how to handle themselves well yet. I mean, it obviously comes with experience.
He's still gesturing towards that shot clock. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe he can't see it very well, but it's normally pretty big and in view. Now this 5 is on into the side look. Combo, if he wants to play it.
Oh, nice inside
he's
spin.
done
Look
this
at the
well.
cue ball.
Oh, what a shot. What a talent. And what a lead he's going to have here if he can run these out. 4-0. It's a big ask to come back from 4-0. And I think the way that Logan's feeling at the moment, he's not really in the best kind of mood to mount a comeback, Tim. Can be very frustrating, but it is double elimination.
Well, there definitely has been something going on with the shot clock for Logan. The only thing I could advise to him is if something's wrong on the spot, don't drop down and just wing at the cue ball. Just turn around and tell the ref, hey, something is not right. Because they can still stop the clock, they can reset the clock, they can do whatever.
I think he had an extension as well, though, didn't he?
Or the extension, indeed. I have a feeling he did. I don't think he used it on the 3 ball to the side. So
No.
I'm just a bit surprised that he let himself rush and then to drop down and shoot. But like I mentioned, how often has he played the shot clock? This whole new environment of World Junior Championships on the stream table. I haven't seen him before in the World Juniors, so possibly first time. It's a difficult position to be in.
I think Americans in general are very, very patriotic, and you know, they're representing their country, and they put in big pressure on themselves as well, you know. So he's left a bit to do on this 10 ball. Felix, though, you see him keep just having a little look to the shot clock. There it is again. So showing his experience. Missed it. Oh, thought he'd missed it.
Yeah, did catch it rather thick, but he does now get a 4-0 lead in this race to 7 alternate break. Quite the distance away now from Logan, and I mean, if he would think about a timeout, this definitely is one of those moments, because he needs to get his brain sorted out. You can see he's clearly upset.
I was just going to ask you, Tim, what the situation regarding timeouts are. Do they get one as it's only a race to 7? Is it after 4 or 5 racks maybe? I don't know.
Usually it should be whenever they get one each.
Okay. Slipping away, just a race to 7. I think the referee is just having a little chat with the timekeeper. He's gesturing all the time, isn't he, Logan?
The protocol does say in matches with 1 set there is an automatic timeout after every 6 racks. No other timeouts are allowed, so that might be the case here, which I have to say 6 racks is quite late.
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the shot clock. The referee just explaining, Dave Pearson just saying he was going to call, I think. He did mention 1 beep after when 10 seconds is up, or 10 seconds is left, I should say. So I don't really know, Tim. Let's see what happens. Anyway, Felix in control, 4-0. Logan having a bit of a nightmare.
See, this time a bit more cut on the break. And then there was the 1 ball getting closer to that corner, but now this time did not drop. I think it was the 4. With a fuller hit, you might bring it closer. It's interesting. I might have to try this myself at the practice table.
Ambitious.
Yeah, little nick.
4. Easy hit, of course, but does he go 2 rails and try and flick off the 1 ball, Tim?
Yeah, I kind of feel like you have to, just because if you catch it full, either your opponent has the 1-4 combination or an easy safety behind the 10, so might as well look for a bit more detail. A better hit. It's looking good though.
Oh, what a shot. Piling on the pressure. Oh, he's a tall guy, but not that tall. Even with what looks like a 2-foot extension on the end of the cue. I think he might be in trouble here.
Oh, this is a must go for Go for the carom on the 4. Just play it soft and then potentially a good safety on the 1. As you can see, 7 and the 9 tied up. So the run out not easy by any means.
It's a big pocket. Oh, not that big. And he's opened up the 7 and 9. I have a question for you, Tim. I just noticed Logan there, when he was chalking his cue, he was doing it over the cue ball. What happens if you're chalking your cue and lots of chalk goes onto the cue ball? Is that a foul?
I don't think so, because it doesn't move the cue ball, and you could also pick dirt up from the table with the cue ball, right? The cue ball could move and get the dirt on the ball. I only think that gives you somewhat of a disadvantage because your cue ball gets dirty.
Yeah. Just a crazy question that came into my head. I can't help what comes into my head sometimes. I'm sorry about that, guys. But I have to ask.
Oh, he did go aggressive.
Oh, look. Oh, he's okay.
Well, this is a must run out. Another mistake here could be fatal because Felix up 5-0. Well, I'm not gonna say it's impossible to come back from 5-0 up, but with how the match has been going, wouldn't look too great for Logan. Needs to get a game on the board and get going.
Yeah, I just read a comment about Logan saying that they saw him play in a tournament on Tuesday night, in a local house tournament, and he was getting just as frustrated in that. So maybe it just is a part of his makeup. I'm not saying it's wrong to show emotion and that. I'm emotional when I play. Tim's admitted he is. It's just in our makeup sometimes. We try to control it, but it's not always easy.
Bit of a tester on the queuing. And he's got it just too wide. But also if you look at the cue ball, he put a big pop on the cue ball, bounced off the rail quite a bit.
Yeah, I think maybe he has family in the crowd or something. Maybe his mum or dad or both are in the crowd. He keeps looking over in that direction. Maybe looking for a bit of support. Wow, that was a wild shot for Felix Vogel. And then he's got that pep back in his step. Come on, Logan. You can do this. Let's get a rack on the board and you'll feel totally different. Started really well, didn't he? Right up till that position on the 9 ball, Tim, in the very first rack, if you remember. He's kind of been on tilt since then.
He is on the wrong side of the 9, still has to do something. Watch that cue ball. There's 6 pockets available to scratch. Perfect.
This is a good shot. Yeah,
Perfect cue ball control.
Better.
Yes, indeed. He does open his account. Just wondering, is it a bit late for him to do so, or is he just in time to get things going?
Well, he will be breaking. Just a reminder for you guys, coming up at 3 PM today are the ladies' semi-finals. Some classics. Jasmine Ocean against Kelly Fisher and Wei Chu Chen against Seo Seo. And that's at 3 PM, guys, local time, both at the same time on tables 1 and 2. And then we have the final at 6 PM this evening. Tim Dereita and myself, Mark White, will be with you for that one as well. Looking forward to that, Tim.
Well, obviously, towards the end of all these events, we're going to get the best matches, the players that are in the best shape and form. So always looking forward towards the end. Let's see. Needs to make a ball on the break. Moving the cue ball around though, that's what I like, but this is what I'm wondering, like, he's trying to make the 1 on the break. From the center, he's trying to cut it to where he makes the 1 on the break, and I think it's a very subtle type. Yeah, difficult. I'm not sure about the odds.
What about the cannon here then? He's just wondering if he plays the 1 into the side, what cannon he's going to get. Will he have a look at the 2 ball? Looks like he's going into the 6, Tim, to me.
Yeah, the 2 ball is a bit higher though, so not sure if that works. Could he shoot the 1 off the 7 or the 1 off the 8 and the 7? Oh, look at this.
Wow, what a shot this is. What
Look
a shot,
at that cue
Felix
ball.
Vogel. Wow, tremendous. His cue ball, Tim, is so good, isn't it? I think if I was still playing, Tim, I'd be giving up after watching this young man. Just what an incredible talent. It's a bit of a shock latest score. Walter Leica is 3-1 down to Finland's Lenny Arresto. Could use the 10 to his advantage here. Draw off it.
Yeah, might have to play the 7 in the top right.
Yeah, that's not really any good to him.
Yeah, it was a little bit sensitive as he was always going to catch the 10, not full in the face, but a little bit of cut. So more speed in the cue ball, and from here it looks like he still has a cut. It's aggressive, but it's on. He's opting to try and keep this match locked up. He's got a lot of experience by now on the defense department compared to most of the other juniors. So he could use that as a weapon.
True. Yeah, very true, Tim. I was going to say earlier on, juniors don't really have much of a safety game because it's all about the potting for them at that age. I remember what I was like at that age, didn't even know what safety was. You just want to crash every ball into the back of the pocket. But yeah, certainly Felix has got a big advantage there. Maybe Walter Lycra as well. He's played a lot of big tournaments. Oh, that's a nice shot. Very nice shot.
Yeah, even if the 7 had slipped out for a cut in the side, the 9 ball also is blocking that way. So Felix really forced into taking this one real kick. 7 in the side is called.
Hurry up. Oh, what's a little
that bump.
kiss.
Devastating bump for Heysel there. And you can see it's another good return.
Yeah, that's the last thing he needed. Logan probably thinking everything's against him at the moment, especially after playing such a great shot on that 7. But they do say if you hit the ball, you've got a good chance of getting it safe, and he's done the same. Touché. Jump in for the corner. He's a little star, isn't he, this guy? Oh dear, oh dear.
Wow. Oh, great jump cut. Perfect shape on the 8. Logan was hanging in there though. I mean, he played a couple good kicks, or he played one good nicking safety after 7 and then the kick, but it wasn't enough. This is gonna be 5-1. Felix breaking.
Logan a long way from home, Tim. He'll be feeling pretty lonely out there. Hopefully he does have his parents with him. I'm sure he does. 5-1 it is. Timeout.
Yeah, definitely a good idea to take a timeout for him at 5-1 down. Might be late, but who knows? You gotta still believe. Doesn't matter what the score is. It all starts with 1 or 2 more on the board. Now suddenly it's 5-3. That's where automatically you start believing it's possible. So, as you can see on the other table, also 5-1 now. The USA winning on that table. So we're gonna leave you with the view on table 2 for just a couple minutes. Mark and I will be back for the remainder of this match. So stay tuned. And welcome back to the Predator WPA Junior World Temple Championships. This is the under 19, and the American Logan Heisel is in big trouble. He's trailing 5-1 against Felix Vogel. In the booth, Mark White and myself, Tim de Ruiter. Mark, do you think there's any chance for Logan to turn things around?
Well, normally I would say yes, but his body language is just so bad at the moment, and even he was the first one back from the break. You know, I'd expect him to kind of take a little bit longer taken full advantage of it. You might have heard the referee just say that because they both took their time out at the same time, there's no more timeouts. So we're going to the end here, and Vogel, well, you know, he's playing so well, and he's frustrating Logan. But if he can win this one and the next one, all of a sudden 5-3, it's a lot different, isn't it? I think he's just got to start swinging the cue now and just enjoy this experience. You know, not everyone gets to enjoy playing on the TV table with such great conditions, Tim, in such a big tournament. This is a world championship, remember. Huge, huge part of your career. We saw from the first set that he can play. It was just that one misplaced positional shot from the 8 to the 9. Otherwise, you know, it could be a completely different story.
Oh, and I think he was a little bit quick on that. Only pre-stroked the ball maybe once or twice. And look at the cue ball. I think he was also trying to hold the cue ball for the 4. And by doing so, he was aiming the ball a bit thicker. So didn't check his alignment as much. Playing the cue ball a bit more. No open shot for Felix, but he's going to put the 3 ball... Well, I was going to say to the top short rail, but looks like he might be running the cue ball behind the 4. I am not too sure actually about this shot, Mark. Think there might have been some easier options. He's left the shot on for Logan, and it's dangerous. If Logan catches a gear, who knows what might happen.
Yeah, it was a little bit ambitious, wasn't it? To say the least, that shot. Especially as he had to avoid the 4. Wasn't sure where the 3 was going to end up. Oh, needed a bit of luck there. He's not going to get it. This goes off the 4 for short.
Well, it goes straight in to the side as well, but it's not gonna help him getting on the 5 ball, so he's played it deliberately after 4.
Yeah, 2 chances he's had, Logan, giving himself a little talking to in the background.
Straight in.
Okay, I think, Tim.
Yeah, straight draw up table. He needs the angle anyways to get from the 7 to the 8, so he doesn't want to have the biggest of cuts, but won't have to draw all the way up table either. So he's got a big margin of error.
Where do you want to go? Kitchen line kind of pace?
Yeah, probably. Good call. No. I like to go top right spin. 2 rails, possibly 3 rails. Just bump the 3rd rail. You're always having the angle. But some players like to go right directly over. Just like this. Yeah, this is to put him on the hill. It's definitely gonna be feeling good for Felix. He's not playing a bad match by any means. Small mistakes, but for a first round match, should be definitely happy with his performance so far.
Yeah, also on the hill is Blake Bernard, 6-1 up against Hamed El Masley. And Attila Cement also on the hill against Felipe Gonzalez Gomez. And Felix going to join them here.
And that means the German is now on the hill, only needing one more for the win, and things looking ominous for the American.
Yeah, now just really does have to relax now and just have a bit of fun out there. You never know what might happen. Win a rack or two. As you see, there's a result over on table number 2. Hayden Ernst, very, very well-known player from the US. Also plays in some big tournaments. He's through 7-1. Also through is Andy Papazotos, 7-2 over Korean Kim.
See, he is sticking with that cut break, trying to cut the one in the side, but then from the center of the table. But honestly, I've not seen anybody break like this yet. I'm not saying it's impossible, might have worked really well in practice, but the break has been a huge disadvantage for him this match.
Oh yeah, that was never in. Slight misjudgment there from the German. Well, someone in the chat, Tim, has said that Logan Heisel is 7 foot tall. I'm not sure if that is true or not, but he's certainly very tall. Look how wide he has to stand. Look at that. Just to get down.
Well, I'm not gonna make the obvious jokes, but he certainly is very tall. It's interesting to see a pool player being this tall. He might be able to reach the other side of the table without the extension on the cue. I'm a bit jealous.
How do you think
he's
Peggy
caught
Ryan
it a
feels?
bit thin. Yeah, just caught the 2 ball too thin mark. Cue ball ran directly into the long rail, bouncing out. He's going for this cut, but this is missable. The scratch might be on. Cue ball might run into the 10 and scratch, or stay there and difficult 4. Yeah.
I think maybe even Eric Hallofsson's a little bit jealous of Logan. He's only 6'8" or 6'7", something like that. But yeah, the guy can obviously play, you know. It's just little mistakes here and there, just positional errors. And it could be something to do with the speed of the table, Tim. He has overhit, you know, both of the shots that have gone wrong positionally. And I'll keep going back to that first 8 to 9, but that was overhit. It was kind of the start of his troubles, wasn't it?
Well,
Be
he
feeling
might
very,
still
very
get back to
lonely.
the table. Just if you look at the 6, I don't think the 6 goes to the bottom left. And the 7 ball is in the way to go from the 5 to the left side of the 6.
He may even be a little bit jet lagged. You know, the American depends when he flew in. If he only arrived like yesterday or the day before, it's understandable. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. That's cue ball is just amazing, Tim, isn't it? For such a young player. Doesn't like it though.
Well, now, did he get straight enough to play straight draw down for the 9 in the bottom right? Might as well be blocked by the 10 in the bottom left. That's why this is so important. I think he might still be able to get where he is now. That means this match could be all over. Logan will have to go through the one last side.
Yeah, just put this down to experience, this one. Learn from the mistakes. He'll know inside what he's done wrong. Just complete opposite, isn't he, Fogel? Just so focused and calm. He's got that lovely calming nature about him.
Yeah, so there it is. Perfect on the 10. Cannot see him missing this. So it's Felix Vogel, the German, beating Logan Heisel 7-1. Overall, gotta say, strong performance from Felix. Logan definitely struggled, but he still has the opportunity to go over the one last side. So that's it for now. I do believe our next match starts in approximately 50 minutes. So make sure to stay tuned at Probability TV or www.probabilityseries.com. Thank you, Mark White, for being here with me, Tim de Ruiter, and hopefully we'll see you in a bit. Thank you.
Eric, you there?
Oh my
Good
God.
for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Great.
The 10 to be crowned.
Those very good shots.
The world 10-ball champion.
Very good afternoon to you and welcome to the Predator WPA Under-17 Boys World Championships live from Gandia in Valencia, Spain. Our next match is between Hayden Ernst from the USA up against, well, he's got a great first name, hasn't he? Mimere. He's from Estonia. It's a straight race to 7, alternate break. Your referee for this one is Zane Bernard. It's 10 ball, it's call shot still, of course. I'm Mark White, and in the booth with me calling the shots is Big Red himself. Not the tallest man on the planet, we found out from our last match, Eric Hallofson. Hi, Eric.
Hey, good to be with you guys. Close match here, Mark. Ernst is coming in at a 687 Fargo. Mimere's coming in at a 659, so they're both within about 30 points Fargo of each other. Ernst definitely one of the strongest representatives from the United States, and Mimere from Estonia.
You've actually had a world champion from Estonia juniors before as well, of course, in Carl Ganaterberg. And Dennis Graber expects big things from this guy as well. So, yeah, should be a good one, Eric. Can't wait, mate. I love these junior matches, the stars of the future. We had a little bit of a lopsided one in the last one. Hopefully this one will be a little bit closer. So referee Zane Bernard hands the ball over to young Hayden Ernst, who was the junior champion in Florida just recently. So here we go, rack number 1.
Good square hit, nothing down. Push situation for Mimere. Yeah, I played in the World Junior Championships about 3 or 4 times myself. It was some of my best memories playing pool, actually.
You're young and carefree then. You don't worry about safety shots. It's all about smacking the balls into the pockets when you're this age. It was for me anyway.
Well, the game was different, that's for sure. Smart push here. Looks like it's a little too thin to cut in the side. Need a second angle. Ernst passes it back quickly, so nothing on offense here.
Didn't take him long to decide either, did it? Didn't like it at all. Be interesting to see what Revo's got in mind.
Yeah, you'd like to get behind the 6, but the cue ball's really running pretty directly into it, no matter what part of the 1 you hit. Wasn't much there. First offense for Hayden here. He had a strong win in his first round, winning 7-1.
He's only just played earlier on. He was on table number 2 earlier on. Quick switch over. No rest for the wicked here, Eric. It's all go now. 4 tournaments in operation all at the same time. Referees are busy. The camera crew are busy. We're busy. It's very, very good. It's what we signed up for. We love it.
You can get through this rack. The most cue ball movement's going to be from 5 to 6. A lot of positional options depending on how he gets on the 5. I remember seeing him play in the Predator Junior Championships in Las Vegas last year. I didn't know his name at the time, maybe caught a glimpse of him once or twice on Facebook. He impressed me back then. He's had a very good year in the junior divisions this year. Getting his Fargo all the way up to 690, so very accomplished player at this point.
Yeah, well, with a nickname like Maverick, you'd expect him to finish top gun here in this tournament. Very, very high chance of going all the way. Hayden Ernst really has. I know one of the founders of Fargo is Mike Page, and I can't remember the guy's first name, but his surname is Ernst as well. I just wondered if maybe they could be related in some way.
It's not quite in perfect line. Still comfortable cue ball movement. Come 2 rails out of the corner here.
Good cue ball, Eric.
Yeah, he's ready to go here. Full table run out right from the first game.
The future of American pool looks to be pretty safe. Savannah Easton is one of the future players as well. She's out on action number 2, table number 2. It's on our other live stream, so if you want to catch the Road Runner, you better get running over to table 2. She's up against Rochelle Enfroy from France. Yeah, what a start. What a start. Played a push out that kind of went a little bit wrong. And Savannah Easton at the table now. Still in their first rack, I believe. Left-hander, she's playing
still
up against Rochelle.
Yeah, she's still in the mixed doubles tournament. Their partner Jonas Suto.
Yeah, they've had some big wins, they have. Really have. They beat the Oceans. Sent them to the one-loss side. to this one then. With a name like Revo, I'm surprised Predator didn't snap him up. He's a player, I believe, for Mez. Ball down,
You
Eric.
can actually see what ball slipped in the side there, but he's got one down. Long 1-4 combo. Pretty wired. Has to control the one. Cutting the one to the left a bit. Cue ball moving to the right, so should be able to get a shot here. Table's looking pretty open. Set to see the movement from 5 to 7. I think it's okay. Yeah, 7's nice and close to the 5.
Breed them
3 to the
quite
5 is
big.
the play, actually.
Breed them quite big in Estonia, Eric. Looks a pretty tall young man. Dennis Graber, of course, very tall. Carl Gnaderberg, pretty tall as well. But we did have a 7-footer, I believe, on this table in the last match. From the USA.
Really?
Yeah. That's what they were saying in the chat.
That's extra tall. Decent angle to draw back between the 7-8 here. It's good to see how polished these junior players have become. You know, back in the day, you kind of just play on talent when you're younger. Wasn't as much instructional material available or YouTube matches. But you can see these players have good pre-shot routines. Stroke development is pretty good. It's a new era, Mark.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Didn't want to clip the 8 there. Thin one for Ernst. I think he's going to be resigned to running into the 10. But he can develop things off the 10, possibly.
Yeah, Logan Heisel was the junior's name. Unfortunately came up against a very much informed Felix Vogel and got beat 7-1. But he'll be on the 1-loss side. Not out of it yet. 2 chances.
Focused on trying to miss the 10 there. Made him hit it a little thick.
He's got away with it, hasn't he?
Yeah, only defense for Mimere is the kick and stick here. 10 ball's lying nicely for it. 5 ball's pretty good distance from the rail.
Too
A
thin.
little thin. He's going to leave it out. Still issues with running into the 10 here for Ernst. But he can push it out of the way and play the 7 in the right middle.
He's playing well above his years, Eric, isn't he, this youngster? Really impressed with what I've seen so far.
Yeah, I like his pre-shot routine. Good and regimented. Checks out all the angles. Seems to want to play fast, but kind of puts a lot of pre-shot work in. stays under control.
Yeah, when he gets down on the shot, he's very quick, isn't he, after that point? But as you said, very methodical in his pre-shot, which is a good way to play. Certainly the correct way to play. Put plenty of thought in. And then once you're down, don't mess around, just play the shot. You know you can play it. And it's going to be 2-0 to the American. Wonder if he managed to get some turkey tapas for Thanksgiving yesterday. Let's hope so. 2-0 it is. Now I do have some latest scores, guys, if you'd like them, or you can check them out yourselves on ProBilliardSeries.com, and Facebook page of Pro Billiard Series as well is up to date with all the latest info. Astrid Santos is 2-0 up against Mela Schmidt. Ye Chang 1-0 up against Japanese Ayana Sawada. Savannah Easton has taken the opening rack against Rochelle Enfroy. Linnea Halmstrom 2-0 up against American Leia Bellew. Uxia Lopez del Castillo Cuba, wow, what a name that is one down to Ava Wims. Clifford 1-0 up on Hayero Mirokawa. Jordan Helfrey, another great talent, young lady from America, is 1-1 with Tina Gulic. Back to this one.
3 balls on the break mark. Take that any day. Decently on the 2.
Youngsters breaking better than the adults. What's going on, Eric?
I honestly don't think I've seen a 3-ball break all far so long this tournament.
I've seen one, but one of them was the 10, which came back up. That's the only 3-ball I've seen. So even though it was a 3-ball break, it was only 8 left on the table instead of 7, because of course the 10 ball is the last ball, and incidentally it is the last ball in this as well. There's no early 10s. You can play an early 10, but it will be replaced. What a start though from this junior champion from Florida. Very impressive stuff, Eric, here from Hayden. Just enough as well to draw the other side of the 10, for the 10 into the same pocket. Or is he having to go short side? Oh yeah, he's straight. Could maybe just force an angle over slightly. I think you can say, Eric, he's on the 10 ball. What a start.
For being here with me.
Yeah, Felix Fogel's going to be a big favorite in the boys under 19 division. This is the under 17 division that you're looking at right now. couple players from Lithuania that are very strong. Silenchevas and Tadaravichus. Strong players.
I'm impressed by your knowledge there, Eric. Good to see the match, the game taking off in Lithuania as well. I'm sure Piers Labutas has had a lot to do with the growth of the sport in that country.
Yeah, no doubt all these players need mentors.
Who was your mentor,
Sure,
Eric? Did you have one?
For sure. He actually just passed away last year. He made it to about 70. He was a Canadian 9-ball champion. His name was Randy Pruden. I used to practice with him all the time. Just got so much better from playing him. Two tens there. Alternate breaks format in this World Championships. Nothing on the one for Mimere. So want the 5 to get covering the 1 too much. Looks like he for sure has the right edge. A little unclear how much of the ball he has here. It's called the bank. Looked like it was lying kind of long. Could be an in case call. Might be going after this mark, and he's got it, and the 210 might be there. The 210 is not actually as easy as it looks. The 2's a little bit below it. Really underrated how much you got to cut these balls backwards when they're close to the net ball they're comboing into. I think it's just there. No, and he's smart enough to recognize it too. Safe didn't go right, but a lot of players would get tripped up by that shot. A small bit of emotion there. First mistake of the match. Cut himself a little slack. He's played through 3 really good racks so far. Players are generally a little more fiery when they're younger. One rail back for Mimere here. My 2 can play okay as well. A little more into the angle that way. Smart shot.
Important rack this. Eric didn't want to go 4 down in a race to 7 with alternate break. What's he done here? He's going to
straight.
Yeah, either draw back a bit or try and force some kind of angle.
I think the pocketing's comfortable enough he can fire it back. There it comes.
Oh, close to the side pocket. But what a good draw shot that was. Officially in the race 3-1. Got a nice little fact about Gandia for you. Of course, that's the town we're in. The city of Gandia has the most blue flag beaches in Spain, a certification of high standards of water quality and safety. So if you're looking for a nice beach holiday, Gandia in Valencia is the place for you. Plenty of nice white sandy beaches, beautifully clear turquoise oceans. I'm sure there's a nice little pool scene here as well.
Good square hit. Break's such an elusive thing, making 3 balls on his previous break. Hitting them pretty well this time, but nothing down. Chance for Revo here. Three ball looks like it's going to have to go in the bottom right. Possibly the left middle, but it has to be aware of some tight cue ball movement towards the 3. It's okay to come out 1 rail for the bottom right here. Slightly overrun on position. It's going to be a bit of a problem because the 4 is not available into the bottom left. Considering running into it. Shot there, judging that the cue ball was barely missing the 4.
Played it a little bit thin, didn't he, to make sure he didn't go into it. Good thinking, smart thinking for a young man. Oh, wide. Oh, you can't be missing chances like that, Eric. Done the difficult part.
Yeah, it was kind of his first longer pot of the match. I like this fundamentals on the shot. It stayed down fine. Stroke looked okay. Just misjudged it. But Hayden looks like he's going to take every advantage here.
They're placed nice, aren't they?
Ideally, he'd want to draw out of this. Looks like it's just straight enough. There is a stun follow play to the right of the 10 if he feels like he can't draw it enough.
Yeah, sweet action there. Lots of reaction from the ball.
Yeah, I like his stroke length. It's not too long and not too short. Kind of in the middle, like Wu Kun Lin type style. Koping Chung.
You beat me by a second, saying Koping Chung. Very similar. What a future this young man has. Still at school, of course. Be looking to get a college education, just in case. You never know what might happen in the future. As soon as you start meeting girls, Eric, your life turns around, doesn't it? And other temptations that every young man has to avoid. One of my problems when I was his age. Savannah, I think 2-0 up now.
Yeah, just immediately the results that they've had in the mixed doubles tells me that she's improved even more. A lot of these juniors are improving at a quick rate. Even reading off the Fargos at the beginning of the match are not necessarily indicative because they're improving so quickly. Almost 3 balls down again. Nothing on the 1 though. Bit more of a jammed up rack here.
Yeah, 2-1. Savannah Easton leads Rochelle Emfroy. Actually, one of our co-commentators, Benjamin Belhassan, knows Rochelle. I believe her mum also plays as well. She played in the Women's Open.
Ernst can try to get the cue ball in line with the 8-9. Has to hit the 1 very thinly to keep it on that end of the table. Shot, as long as it doesn't go in. Might have called it. Yeah,
No,
tough
it
spot
didn't.
to call that one.
For those of you maybe new to 10 ball, you have to call a pocket. If you don't call a pocket and a ball goes in, or it goes in the wrong pocket, it's not a foul, it's just miss a turn. So your opponent comes to the table, has the choice, do they want to play, or they can put you back in. But certainly not going to put him back in from this position. Oh, misjudged that. Well, twice in a row it's happened. What about that, Eric? You don't see that often. 2 balls in a row going in the wrong pocket.
Definitely
or an
not.
uncalled pocket. No damage done, but he's going to be in trouble here. 4 up by the 8. Cue ball to the right. Not got there, I don't think. Easy off the first rail, off one rail.
Yeah, he's just checking out the angle here. If he has the thinnest left edge, that'll play the easiest. But as you said, a pretty high percentage kick safe available if he doesn't.
Wow.
Oh,
he's missed everything. He's gone through the whole lot. You don't expect that, do you? You don't see that very often either. What a strange 3 shots we've just witnessed.
Yeah, even the cue ball coming off the rail, it would have helped Ernst for Revo to run into one of those 3 balls, but nothing. I think I'd favor the corner here. Cue ball's running away from the 7 if he plays the side.
I remember a shot in the World 8 Ball in Puerto Rico, trying to get the cue ball. Well, it was a similar shot actually, and went back in between the rack, and it was quite a big stack as well. It went in and out of them 3 times and never touched the ball. I think it was Sanchez Ruiz actually who eventually won that tournament, and we all had a good laugh at that.
Just went a little too far here. Gonna go in all in on the offense, trying to cross bank the 6. Hit it very thinly. So chance for Revo to get one back.
Yeah, 4-2, a whole lot better than 5-1, isn't it?
Watch out for the speed here. It's trouble, and he's going to be jumping at this. I'm surprised he's not going directly for the jump cue here. Full cue jump. Shot's got to be the jump mark. There are kick safe opportunities, but
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't looked at it. Maybe he can't reach it. Now he's looking. He's a little bit laid back, isn't he? His shot clock's running down. Only 10 seconds. He's not even down on the shot yet. And jump shots take a little bit longer generally. Has he got?
yeah, that's just a little
Yes. Oh, this might go off the 8, Eric.
experience with the shot clock. I like off the 8 here.
An Anton Rager shot. Oh, long way off. Caught the wrong side of the 8.
Yeah, those shots look easy, but they're just kind of outside the normal realm of what you would usually shoot.
Certainly a shot you don't practice, Eric, isn't it? You hardly come across them, do you? Very rarely. And when you do, it's kind of a guesstimate. You can't really estimate. You have to guesstimate.
Revo struggling a little bit here. Not on the easy shots, really. But just a few missed balls can alter your confidence a little bit. Doesn't have it in the corner. Can bring the cue ball back 2 rails behind the 10. Shot.
Oh, has it just leaked out? Don't think so. Estonia, lovely country. Just 80 kilometres across the water from Finland, across the Baltic Sea. Capital Tallinn, medieval, very rich in history.
Chance for Ernst now to get a big lead in this match. Just going to check if the 9 passes the 10. That'll be the easiest cue ball movement. If not, he has enough angle to cross it over.
Yeah, caught the 8 a little bit thick, which took some of the pace out of the cue ball. Quick score update, Rochelle Enfroy now 2-2 with Savannah Easton. That's on table 2. If you want to check that out, guys, we will show you little clips of it in between our racks. Bit of split screen action going on from the production crew, which is a nice added feature. And it looks like 5-1, Eric. Looked like it could have been 4-2. So he's in a spot of trouble now at 5-1. Not easy to come back. Linnea Holmestron doing very, very well. She's 4-0 up against Leah Bellew from the USA. Make that 5. Just flashed up another rack. So she's going well. Jordan Helfrey also going well. 4-1 over Tina Gulic. And Shirin Valeri from Switzerland, 4-0 up against Xu Qing Jiang. (5-1) for Astrid Santos. 5-1 against Merla Schmidt. Used to have an Estonian girlfriend called Merla. Taught me to cross-country ski, Eric.
Never heard that name, actually.
Merla? Or cross-country skiing. I'm sure you've done a bit of skiing in your past, Eric, in Canada, haven't you?
Not that much. I grew up on the like the prairies, they call it. It's like the Midwest. It's super flat.
Well, here's a little fact for you. The highest mountain in Estonia for skiing is 318 meters. It's called Muunamägi, and translated to English means little egg.
Interesting. Pretty literal translation.
Actually, no, it's not. It's Egg Mountain. I'm sorry. That's the direct translation. Egg Mountain. Muunamägi. Beautiful ski city of Otapa.
Might have to draw this safe to get behind the 8. Typically would want to follow a shot like this. Oh, I'm surprised he went offense there, but he made it. Looks like the 4 is going to be all right past the 10.
Played with a huge amount of inside English, wasn't it, to hold the cue ball, Eric? I was looking for it to go the other way, the white ball, when I thought he was playing safe.
Yeah, he's looking to make something happen here. He's looking okay so far.
Just caught the 4 ball there. Didn't want to do that. Kind of. He's got a good angle though. Can go between the 6 and the rail for the 5. Went the other way.
Yeah, I didn't think the 5 passed the 8, but I guess it does.
Yeah.
Seven definitely doesn't pass the 8 into the same pocket. So he'll be looking for a small angle moving to the right off the 6. This is trouble if he comes up short, and he has. Still stun the cue ball down to the short rail. Tricky shot here, stun with right spin.
Too much focus on the cue ball. A huge amount of English on the ball as well. He's got away with it though, Eric.
Yeah, I don't mind hitting this the thinnest side here. Just trying to cut the 6 barely to the right and lining it up with the 7/8.
Oh, poor
So
shot.
easy to hit those ones thick.
Yeah, just 15 years old, Hayden. I think Revo is 16 from memory. From Mimere.
Straight enough to draw out if he likes.
Just what he didn't want. Still cuttable, but
Yeah, cue ball's kind of running into the side here, but he can draw past the side 3 rails. Ideally doesn't want to hit the 10 coming off the first rail.
overdone it, Eric.
Yeah, those are some of the toughest shots in pool. You're looking completely away from the pocket. There's really no way to judge them, just experience and feel, kind of.
Played that well.
Good for Hayden here.
If I was Hayden, sorry, if I was Revo, I'd be taking a break. I'm allowed to take a break any time after the first rack. Seems quite happy though to just be there. I think I'd take a break, Eric, just to maybe, you know, just leave him to stew for a second on the hill. Here comes the schedule, guys. And there's the two semi-finals. Wei Chu Chen against Sao Sao and Kelly Fisher against Jasmine Ocean. What a foursome that is. Going up at 3 PM local time. Then Chang Lechner, Eastern, Salto Comino. Busy day for Savannah. She's 3-2 down now to Rochelle Enfroy. Hayden looking good here on the hill. Shot on the one.
Yeah, cue ball moving away from the 2 a little bit. See if you can develop something.
That's when you know it's not going your way, Eric. That last little kiss there. Put the 1 on, but as you said, there's a lot of work to do to get a shot on the 2. jump cue may come out.
Tough. Yeah, tough spot there. Just a little thick on the 1. Hard to develop anything back towards the 2. Tried to, but ran into the 10. Be calling the 3 here.
As he had a bit of a run, is the 8 a blocker? Hayden certainly having a good look at it. Eric, I think the potting angle's blocked. Maybe have to go rail first.
Yeah, looks like a rail first here. Cue ball's playing the proper way towards the 3. Lots of blockers now for Ernst. Like cutting the 2 into the 6.
If he can if he can get a ball in hand, Eric, they're nice and widely spread, aren't they? Oh, has he got the gap? He's got the gap, I think.
Yeah, a lot of balls to find a window between there. Really wanted to hit it a little thinner, create a little more distance.
Oh, that's a good shot. Regardless of where the cue ball ends, very, very good hit. So difficult to clip them thin. Oh, he's called the 7 as well. He called it. Good
Really?
call. Yeah, he called
could he have
7 ball
spotted
corner
that?
pocket.
Huh.
I think it's exactly, kind of, not exactly, because I think he caught the point, but he was trying to come off the edge of the 2 ball and send the cue ball into the 2 ball, into the 7 ball rather. But it's worked out. Okay, what a call. That's a perfect example of always call something, you know.
Yeah, no kidding. I guess he figured the 7 was the closest one to the pocket. I might as well call it. Wow. Five balls really only available into the top right and the middle right. 4's nice and close to it. Got a little straight here though. Just looking at the angle into the bottom left. I think this is going to be more for a safe behind the 9. That'll work okay if he's able to get there. Just worried about the cue ball running past the 9 a little bit here. Should be able to hold it. Good sequence from Hayden. Yeah, it's one of the wildest balls I've seen called and gone in. But you're right, always call something.
Well, I've actually written it down as a hot shot because, you know, for the highlight reel, I think it's worth even as a funny one, you know. It is a good reason why you do call something, even how outrageous it may sound at the time. Good solid hit, good cue ball. Another safety coming up though.
Yeah, purposely trying to hit that half of the ball. Turned out well. Can cross the 5 up the middle here. A little tough to get the cue ball behind the 10. And look at Ernst. No prisoners. Going for the offense. This will be a highlight shot if he's able to pull it off.
I'll get my pen ready.
Wow.
Oh,
Too bad he
unlucky.
went to the 10. But he's had to power up a couple times in this match, Mark, and he's kept his stroke in control. It's positive signs of real straight cueing even at high speeds.
Called the 2-railer on the 6 into the side. Oh, the 1 rail. Oh, he's almost cut that in. Look, unintentionally. He's trying to kick it. So come on, Walter. Sorry, not Walter. Revo. I'm getting my Walter Lycra and me Revo Mimere mixed up, Eric.
Yeah, Walter's much improved in the last 6 months as well. Been playing a little bit on the WNT. Believe he's in the under 19 division.
Yeah, he is. He played earlier on. He was behind. He was 3-1 down. I'm not sure what the final score was. I will have a look.
Want to run into the 9, but he's pretty comfortable on the side here. Ooh, misjudgment. He's going to leave it open for Hayden. This is a pretty convincing win for Ernst. Revo playing a little bit below his normal level, but Hayden put a lot of pressure on him. He's looking good here.
Yeah, this for the win. And in it goes. Revo just didn't really get going, did he? Hayden Ernst played some unbelievable pool. What a player he's going to be in the future. What a player he is now. Absolutely fabulous stuff. Remember, guys, it's women's semi-finals time coming up at 3 p.m. local time. Thank you very much to my co-host Eric Hallofson. I'm Mark White, and I'll see you later for the final. For now, au revoir, as they say in France.